At Alabama, the standard wasn't written on a wall. It was enforced. Every drill, every meeting, every expectation. The standard wasn't about perfection. It was about accountability.
But he would surprise you. He'd come in there, had a meeting with the coaches, and they'd say, "Well, how about why aren't we done this play? I mean, y'all put it up Monday. Said it might be a good play against this team, and, you know." But he kept up with football, new football, but the the crust of his people were people that played for him and knew what he wanted, knew what to expect. Not only when he was standing on the tower where after every play, would you kind of glance up there as a player and make sure he wasn't coming down to talk to you if he did something bad. The coaches was doing that too because they wanted to make sure that they did the right thing. Too. You know, they would kind of glance up there, but uh, he was just outwork you, out hit you, out hustle you, never give up. You know, and he may whip you for the first 10 plays, and you keep at it, keep hitting him, and you'll hold him and have him in your back pocket in the fourth quarter. That's when he bleed.
What Danny Ford is describing wasn't about control for control's sake. It was about clarity. At Alabama, everyone knew who was in charge. Expectations weren't debated. They were understood. And when authority is clear, accountability follows, because no one is confused about what the standard is.
He was totally different in that he ran the show as far as personnel. And, nobody thought about putting in another player during a game because coach handled it all the way to the Liberty Bowl. And, but yeah, it was very unique. I mean, it wasn't hard as far as learning offenses because it was basically the same, the wing bone and the wishbone. And we incorporated some of the wing bone that year. And, my hat's off to Emery Ballard because he's one of the brightest guys I've ever coached with. And he was pissed at me for a long time for leaving. And I said, Coach, I don't think I can be a head coach from here. And I think I can be from there. And the next time I saw Coach Ballard was 2 years later, and I was the head coach. So he let everything go waste. You did the right thing. And yeah, Coach was amazing. I mean, how he handled everybody because, I was cocky. I thought I knew everything. He just loved ripping my ass. I mean, just loved it. We're going to staff meetings. Okay, how the offensive line play? Oh, they played pretty good, coach. And okay, how the tight ends play? How the running backs play? I said, well, we fumbled twice, coach, and it was not our best game. We didn't block very well. Yeah, people watch the damn film. I don't think you're not a great film. Oh, my team would be coming out my ear. Coach Curtis. Meeting be over, I shoot right in his office. Coach, how you want these guys graded? He just pat me on the back. You're doing fine, son. This goes on for about 3 weeks. I said, Coach, obviously I ain't doing something right. Right? Because tell me what you want this damn grades. He never said it again. He just checked and see if I was going to keep coming back in there.
Bear Bryant understood something few coaches ever grasped. Structure creates confidence. When players know exactly what's required, pressure loses its power.
I had enjoyed playing on football teams that had won, and I never played in a game in Alabama that we didn't expect to win, that I didn't expect to win. And I don't mean that arrogantly or anything. It was just a fact. And, we were so well prepared by our coaches and our coach and Coach Bryant. And, it was just it was a great time. And keep in mind, I was there at Coach Bryant's 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd seasons. And, that was just a great time to be there with all the experience and all the things that were in place for us to come play football at the university and have a whole lot of fun, and we did.
The standard didn't make Alabama tighter. It made Alabama free, because when expectations are clear, hesitation disappears.
Coach Brown was the same way. Hey, you want to win football games. Like, it's about creating winning and teaching you and preparing you how to win life. Coaching is teaching. Coaching is caring. And you're not going to get a guy to play for you if he don't think you love him. And you got to be able to push and be the man, make him get him to do the things that he knows he needs to do in order to win that he don't want to do, that he's not comfortable doing. That's what the coach has got to do. You got to get the guy to understand and believe in you enough that he'll do things that he don't think he can do, or things that he don't want to do, just because you ask him to do it. And you got to get, that's the relationship with player and coach. Relationship that guys who go through it and sustain it is a bond that's never broken. Like with Coach Bryant, he's gone, but he's here. The assistant coaches, Jimmy Sharp. Jimmy Sharp, one of the best coaches I've had on any level. I mean, Jimmy would tell us when whatever he asks us to do, you run through a wall for the man, and I had still got such respect for Coach Donahue. I mean, those are great men. I mean, that staff was just unbelievable. I mean, you talk about the team in '73. You think about it. We got Jimmy Sharp, we got Pat Dye, we got Ken Donahue. I mean, it's unbelievable. The guys, the assistant coaches we have. I mean, great men. I can remember. I mean, we were all sad after we lost to Notre Dame, and then Coach Dye and Coach Sharp are leaving to take head coaching job. I mean, that was just devastating. That was part of the bond too. Is those coaches? It was something special to be in that locker room, players and coaches, the bonds, and they last for a lifetime.
Preparation replaces panic, and responsibility becomes shared. At Alabama, everyone knew their role, what was demanded, what was expected, and what could not be compromised. That clarity didn't remove pressure. It transformed it. When the moment arrived, Alabama didn't react. It executed.